It's been a while since we talked about the life of a serial killer here on the channel TikTakers. So we've decided to pick up the series once more by talking about the worst serial killer the United Kingdom has ever seen, who is believed to have been responsible for the murder of more than 270 people. We are talking about Harold Shipman, also known as Dr. Death. He was born in Nottingham, England on January 14th of 1946. He had brothers and his parents were working class people. He was especially connected to his mother, Vera. And according to her research, she also had a preference for him and was closer to him than to his brothers. That could be one of the reasons why he developed an arrogant character and a superiority complex. His mother passed away due to cancer when he was just 17 years old. And in Vera's final days, they had to administer huge doses of morphine to her, the very same drug he would use years later to kill his victims. Shipman was a good sportsman and student, but didn't have many friends. On November 5th of 1966, he got married with Primrose May Oxtoby and had 4 children together. In 1970, he graduated in medicine and 4 years later was hired for his first job as general physician for the Abraham Ormerod Medical Centre in Todmorden to the west of Yorkshire. Just a year later, he had to go to a rehab clinic after he was discovered falsifying prescriptions of pethidine, a drug he consumed in excess. He worked for different clinics until he founded his own office in 1993. And as far as investigators know, that's when he started his serial killing. It is believed that during that period of time, he treated more than 3,000 patients, and he injected lethal doses of morphine to many of them. For more than 5 years, he followed the same modus operandi in many occasions. He would usually treat elderly patients, especially women of more than 75 years of age. The deaths would happen whenever the patient was alone with the doctor with no family members present. Then the doctor would simply claim that the patient died due to natural causes or some other cause, and would then sign the corresponding death certificate. In theory, a second doctor had to confirm the cause of death of the patient too, but whomever had to do it would usually just trust his or her co-workers and signed without any further inquiry. However, there was one female doctor who did notice that something strange was going on. She went to the chief of legal medicine in her district and informed him that the patient deaths of Dr. Shipman were abnormally superior to the patient deaths of other doctors. And so the police opened an investigation. But unfortunately, it didn't advance very much, and at the end, the investigation was closed without reaching any conclusion. Such incompetence allowed the doctor to keep acting without being discovered, but he ended up making a mistake. His last victim was Kathleen Grundy on June 24, 1998. He carried out with her the same procedure he carried out with every victim. He went to Kathleen's house when she was all alone and injected a lethal dose of morphine into her. After her death, he certified her passing and informed the family. However, this time around, he went farther than that. The family lawyer informed Kathleen's daughter that she had changed her testament to leave all of her inheritance to the doctor. This was an immediate red flag. On one hand, the testament was redacted in a typewriter when Kathleen didn't own one. And on the other hand, nobody would just believe that a woman with a good relationship with her family would just leave all of her inheritance to some doctor. After several medical analyses were performed on Kathleen's body, it was discovered that she was killed with a morphine overdose. And the doctor was finally arrested in September 1998. This kick-started an investigation of the rest of deaths signed by Shipman. The trial for his actions started on October 5, 1999, and in January of 2000, he was finally sentenced to life imprisonment for murdering 15 of his patients. Although the doctor always denied his guilt, in 2004, he committed suicide in his jail cell. Subsequent reports declare that the doctor could have been responsible for the murder of at least 215 patients between 1975 and 1998, We will never know the exact number of tiktakers, but it is clear that the doctor lacked any kind of empathy. And his story was so shocking that it was shared on television through series and documentaries. Were you familiar with the story of Dr. Death? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!